Hey everyone! Someone recently asked me how I make spaghetti puttanesca. One of my friends, Jennifer, from back home in Newfoundland. So I'm going to give her and you my recipe for spaghetti puttanesca. So puttanesca actually translates to prostitute, and I'm not sure which story is right. I've heard a couple of stories. One is that prostitutes used to make the spaghetti puttanesca, and the flavors and the smells that were coming from the kitchen would lure in the gentleman. Another story is that it uses ingredients that maybe ladies who don't cook a lot or they don't have a lot of ingredients can really throw together a nice sauce quickly without using many ingredients or expensive ingredients. So don't correct me on this because I'm really not sure exactly where the story came from, but that's what I've heard. Okay. So now I'm going to get onto my recipe, and it's an exact recipe. I have it all chopped up and ready to go. I just want to give you the basics. So I have around 3 tablespoons of olive oil that's in my pan now, and that's going. And the great thing about this sauce as well is that you can do it at the same time that your pasta, your spaghetti is cooking. So that's great because it doesn't take much time. So spaghetti, everyone has spaghetti, I imagine, in your pantry. You want to get that going first. So in a nice big pot of salted water, it's very important that you salt your water. It's the only chance you're going to get to season your pasta besides the sauce. So get that going, and you want your pasta to be al dente, which is almost cooked, and that's going to be perfect because it'll be ready in time for your wonderful puttanesca sauce. So 3 tablespoons of olive oil down into the pan, and it might seem like a lot, but it's not, because we really want to saute everything and get all of the flavors and ingredients infused into that oil. Okay, so I have some anchovy fillets, and I've just chopped them really finely. And I know a lot of people think anchovies, fishy, blah, 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 but don't worry about it because they really melt and mix up with the sauce, and you wouldn't even know that anchovies are in there. They're really nice and salty, so just go ahead and use them. For this recipe, I have taken 2 anchovy fillets. You can get them in a little bottle just like that. And we want to get that going into the oil. So I have it off to the side. I'll show you afterwards to get that all down into my 3 tablespoons of oil over medium heat. And then we're going to go in with some capers. Capers are nice and briny. A lot of people have capers in their fridge. I know I always do. So I've chopped them as well, chopped them really nice. And then get that down with the anchovies into the pan. Next, we're going in with some black olives, and these are the pitted olives. Save yourself some trouble and buy the pitted black olives in a can, and then you can just reseal them in a Tupperware. I've only used 10, and I've used 1 tablespoon of the capers and chopped it. So that's 1 tablespoon of capers, 2 anchovy fillets, and 10 pitted black olives, and these are chopped as well. So get that into the pan. You can hear it off to the side. I'm going to show you. I'm just going to mix it around now while I'm talking. And then what you want to do is go in with some garlic. And I've used 2 fat garlic cloves. And again, I've chopped them, so they're all chopped up. We're going to get that in. I'm just going to turn back my heat just a drop because you don't want your garlic to turn dark and brown. It'll get bitter. So I'm going to get that in. Turn down the heat a tiny little bit, move it all around. The smell is really, really fabulous for the sauce. So again, we're just gonna infuse that oil with the capers, the black olives, the chopped garlic, and now we're going in with some chili flakes. And I like to use chili flakes. A lot of the recipes for spaghetti puttanesca calls for chili flakes, not the actual chilies. And I'm going to use a teaspoon. I know it sounds like a lot, but it is. It's supposed to be spicy. Just kind of cut back on the chilies. If you are not a huge fan of spice, maybe a half a teaspoon would be great for your palate, but I use a teaspoon because I like it nice and spicy. Okay, and then you want to let that go for a few minutes. I'm just going to show you because I'm not going to finish it all the way. So this is what it looks like. And it's really nice, and the smell of the garlic and the anchovies are really just melting away. So you're not going to get a big bite of anchovy. Don't worry about that. Just make sure they're chopped really well. So a couple more minutes for that. And then what you want to do is add chopped tomatoes, and I'm using an Italian kind, and I check the ingredients always. It's just natural now. There's no sugar and no salt added. So these are great. These are organic chopped tomatoes. After that sauce goes for a little bit, what you want to do is get the whole can of chopped tomatoes down into that sauce, and all of the flavors are going to come together right about the time when your pasta is boiled and al dente. And then you just take your pasta with a tong probably and put it into the pan with the tomato sauce and everything else. Don't strain your pasta because it's going to help the starch from the water of the pasta is actually going to help all that sauce and goodness stick to the noodles. And then just toss it around a few times. You want your pasta to be al dente, which is perfect because it's going to give the pasta sauce, the puttanesca sauce, some time to really grab onto those noodles. And then you're left with a wonderful, fragrant, super simple puttanesca spaghetti sauce that you made on your own. The only other thing that I would probably add to it is right at the end, just finish it with some chopped parsley. And if you want, maybe some Parmesan cheese. And some recipes say no, don't add cheese, but cheese is wonderful, especially Parmesan cheese on spaghetti. So go ahead. I hope that you enjoy spaghetti puttanesca. Give it a try on your own. And of course, you enjoy.